Hi guys, it's me, Leigh, with Victorian Dreams by Leigh. It's really early in the morning. People are still sleeping, but I'm up. Let's see, I did the dishes, I cleaned the bathroom, and then I'm like, wow, I still have like an hour before everyone wakes up. Everyone, Johnny. So I thought, well, you know what? I've been wanting to make this video. I tried to go live and my speaker wouldn't work. So it's actually, can you believe it? Glue Gun Chronicles time, where if you're new to me, I used to, for a whole year, once a week, do Glue Gun Chronicles and make a project and then give away. And then the second year, I did once a week, but then did a monthly giveaway instead of a weekly. And now I'm just doing Glue Gun Chronicles because I haven't made anything with Charlie, my glue gun. So, yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, I was trying to show off this project and I went live and my speaker didn't work. So I want to make this project. I still have it laying around. So what I did was 20 some years ago when I owned Victorian Dreams, the gift shop that you literally went and turned a key and opened the door. I have these on my Christmas tree. So before Christmas, this is how long I've been waiting to make this. I wanted to make this. So I took the other one I had and I took it apart to get the template. See, I see projects everywhere I walk around, in stores, outside in nature. Yeah, so if I see an idea, I I will buy a sample one in a store so I could take it apart and make it and try to recreate it for everybody. So, and a lot of times I think of myself. So, but sometimes I get them off of Pinterest. But if I do get them from someone else, I always give credit. Um, okay, so we're going to recreate this. We're going to recreate this. I wish I had the paper where her face was on each side. So I recreated it. I already recreated one and gave it to my mom. But I'm thinking, wow, we could use this for uh, Valentine's. There's candy in it. There's even candy in it for Valentine's. So there's a little dangly at the end. There's this. I used double-sided paper. I went and got what, a quarter of a yard of trims and to go on the top. So here's one that I made. Here's another. This is Prima paper, and this one is Prima paper too. And then one I made for Easter. No, no, no. One I made for Christmas for my mom. She put it on her Christmas tree, and it was full of candy. And she would ride by because she's in a wheelchair. She would ride by the tree and grab a candy. She enjoyed it. So anyway, and here's another one. That I made, and they got all smushed because I've been waiting a couple of months to remake this. So here's this one. It's so simple and easy. Let's get started. Here is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper that I made two of them out of, but you can make one out of an 8 by 8. So let me just grab a paper pad that's close by. Graphic 45. Never used this paper yet. So I have a template. Here's my template. And guess what, guys? In Glue Gun Chronicles, I will put this template in the group so that you can download it and make. Because there's been other projects I've made, and people have little gift shops and craft booths, and they've made money off of some stuff that I've created and thought of and all. So, yeah. So maybe you can do that. It fits an 8 by 8. See, it's snug, but it just fits an 8 by 8. But you can get two out of a 12 by 12. So here's the template. What I did was take it and make it, yada, yada, yada. You understand that. I'm trying to rush because I just heard Johnny's alarm go off. So, okay, here's the template. I tried to use a scoreboard and I really just couldn't make it straight. So I said, you know what? If we get a piece of paper, and I like my templates to be on manila folders because I can just move this around and it won't tear and I can have it forever. So instead of using paper, that's what I like to always have my templates on because I'm going to reuse it over and over. So on this one and this one is hole punches for the string. Okay. And this little flap is to glue it down together. And there you go. So it's really quick and easy. So I already traced and cut out this one. And I did this when the camera or the microphone didn't work well. So what I did was I traced it, and I think on the camera it had already gotten so far into the video that I traced it, and I even made the holes where the holes are, but let's just hold the paper in place, and we had traced it. And then we just cut out this fan. All it is really a fan. So then I still held it in place, but maybe I should have gone this way. Yeah, let me go this way, the correct way. So I held it in place when I traced it, and then I still took my template and I held these together. Okay, well, you can see the score lines. So I scored it where the score lines were. I tried to score it with this, and it just didn't give me what I was looking for. So what I did was I found where the pen mark was, the pencil mark was, and I just eased it up onto this type of ruler because it was thick and it has a thick edge. That's how I did it. It made it easier for me. Let's move this one over just a hair, and I eased it. I can go this direction if I need to. And I eased it, and I eased it, and I eased it to make it go on that edge. But, like I said, you can always use your squirrel tool. And then don't forget to do this small edge. Okay, and it will take you about 4 minutes to get this all where it needs to be. Just take your time. It's just paper. So if you mess up, it's just paper. I did trim this as a little circle, so when it closes up right here, it's going to come to a peak, and you see the amount of hole you have, so that you can put your little everyone went to Michael's and bought all these, and we're like, well, we need to use them, so that's what I'm using. I'm using the smaller one from Michael's. So I didn't even think I was going to make a tutorial. I thought I was just going to show you how to put it together, but you know what? I'm right in the middle of it. We're halfway done. Let's just use Charlie and make it a real glue gun Chronicles. And I have the smaller tassels from the dollar store. No, Michael's. And these are probably a year old, but I'm happy to use them. So I'm going to go ahead and position that, and this is double-sided. I like it's double-sided and all, so I'm going to position that where I think it looks pretty good. And bring Charlie closer to me, and let's put some glue down and fasten that. Okay, I like my little fingers usually better than that thing, so let me get my little finger out. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so we need a quarter of a yard of yarn or lace or something. So that's not quite enough. Where'd that feather come from? Let's see, what do I have? What can I use? I wasn't prepared, but I'm here, so we're doing it. I like this one. So when I was making this, let's make sure the good side is facing out, down for the project, and this is the bad side and it's facing inside the project. I do want to have about 1 inch left over so that when we do glue this down, I can glue it. So let me turn it around and let's get started. So let's just glue right on that edge. I'm going to wait to do I'm going to wait to do that little 1-inch lip. So let's put it on the edge all the way around. I'm only doing one section of the 4 corners at a time so that the glue does not get cold and dry, not work. So this is a very quick, use your remnants of your trims because it's hard to figure out what do I do with just a little bit of trim, and so everyone has quite a bit of little bits of snippet trims left over. So there we go. And do I have enough? I'm not sure if that's enough. So I'm actually going to cut this a little bit longer because I can always trim it. And this came from Hobby Lobby. So now we have that in place. Now all we have to do is let's crease that real well and put glue right here. And yes, I use Charlie, my glue gun, on paper all the time. So let's put this, see, I got to pull this off just a hair because it went to the edge, and we'll fix that. Let's see, let's put this here where it belongs and put it there. I hope I didn't wait too long to let it dry. Let's squeeze that together a little more, but I think I waited a little long. It's stuck though. It's just a little bit of a buckle right here. So I'm going to, yeah, I waited too long, so I'm having to add a little bit more glue. There we go. There we go. So let's put it in shape. Let's find those pieces and let's glue them down. Go back. That extra long piece that I had, let's just, my fingers got glue on it and sticking, so let's just take our glue gun inside here. I hope I'm not out of frame, and put that there. I got glue on my fingers. Okay, there's that hard part. The 2 holes right here. We'll just put this, and we would want the knot in the inside. Let's see if we can get this in. If I can, I'm going to do it off camera because you know how to put a string in and put it in the hole, like this one right here. So I do like putting this trim, which is right here. I do like putting this trim, and it just makes it hide the edges and just makes it look a lot better. Now, as you can see on this one, I put trim all the way down. See how I put trim all the way down on here? On that one. But I don't think I am going to do it on this second one. I like it that just the flowers coordinate. So yeah, you could have put this on when, let's start at where the crease is. You could have put this trim on when it was flat, and it might have been a little bit easier, but it goes on pretty fast. Let me move that out of the way so you can see. You don't need a lot of trim, or a lot of glue, that I should say. We're going to be done in a hot second. So yeah, I have Glue Gun Chronicles, my group, and I have Facebook Victorian Dreams by Leigh blog, where I share a lot of images that you can download and use and print and everything. Okay, the trick about cutting this is you need to put glue on the back side. Let it dry for just a second. Okay, and since it's dry, it will not fray. So see how it didn't fray? So let's just now wrap it around the little corner, and the project is done. I think I would have went a little bit slower not being on camera. So all we need to do is off camera add this because it's a pain in the butt to get in that hole with my fat fingers and glue all over my fingers. So if I can get it in, yay, I got it in. So let's just tie a knot. When I tie a knot to this, I also like to trim the excess because I think that's too much hanging down. And my scissors are for paper, so these are not very good scissors. And I like to take my glue gun, Charlie, and I like to go in and put glue and just glue that hole shut and glue that string down so it doesn't get snagged on anything. So if you see in there, it is sealed. It's not going to go back through and everything. So all we need to do is go on the opposite side, see if we can get this in. So as I'm doing this, I want to show off the ones I made. Remember, this is a 1 8x8 sheet of paper. You can also adorn this with little rosettes or make paper flowers to match the paper you're using. You only need 1 8x8 sheet of paper, or you can make 2 out of a 12x12, which I think is probably better for your money. So yeah, so hopefully you liked my Glue Gun Chronicles. Hopefully you like that I'm back doing Glue Gun Chronicles, and hopefully you'll hit that bell and subscribe and like and share my videos. And if you would please comment, I do read them all. Sometimes I'm holding my grandson, so I don't always get to answer back, but I do always push a heart to let you know that I read it. So yeah, and these scissors are really bad. So okay guys, thanks for joining me. This was really fun. I'm just so excited that it's a Glue Gun Chronicles project. I mean, I didn't know tonight. My mom hung this on the Christmas tree, but I'm thinking this would look really cute on a doorknob or a hook of some kind that you have. So yeah, that was a fun project. That was neat. You didn't know I was coming out with this today, did you? There you go, guys. Thanks.